Welcome, Elwood Panther fans, to the Central Indiana Sports Report for a special edition of the Elwood Panthers Report, a recap, and Ryan VanSkyock's reaction to his Elwood Panthers 74-70 come from behind victory over GEO Next Generation on Thursday night. I'm your host, Greg Mengelt, and I will have a brief recap of the game, and then we will hear from Coach VanSkyock get his thoughts on the victory. Before we get to all that, I want to let you know what's going on at the Central Indiana Sports Report. I have a new daily podcast called Greg and His Friends Talk Sports. Every day, somewhere between 10 and 30 minutes, my friends and I are talking about what Central Indiana sports fans are talking about. Pacers, Fever, Colts, IU, Purdue, IndyCar, local colleges, national sports, and of course, your Elwood Panthers. And Frankton, Tipton, Blackford, Alexandria, Madison, Grant, the CIC, yeah, but who cares about those? Please join us every single day for Greg and His Friends Talk Sports. Also on Thursday, we released our Strictly Biased podcast with Elwood graduate Will Rutherford. We talked a little NFL, a little Major League Baseball, and Pacers. Will thinks the Pacers are going to be better next year than they were last year. In the IU report with Mike Hutzel and Grant Schaus, talking about IU men's basketball team's winning streak. And coming up on Friday is the fight report with Hanson Crafton, taking a look at what's going on in the world of boxing and the UFC. And Sunday we'll have a Fever report, Monday Pacers, Tuesday IU, Wednesday Purdue, Thursday IndyCar. Please join us for all of it. Been a bit of a rough go of late for the Panthers, losing a couple of key players from their team, and then losing back-to-back games against Tri-Central and Southern Wells, a couple of teams they felt like they could beat. And they fell behind early against a winless GEO Next Generation team down in Indianapolis. But Brice Shuler led a comeback with 34 points, and the Panthers outscored the Eagles 43-34 in the second half and 19-15 in the fourth quarter. For Shuler, it was a career high. In fact, Coach VanSkyock on our interview coming up said it might be the most points ever scored under him at Elwood. At halftime, he was having a great game. He scored 6 points in the first quarter and 7 in the second for 13 points. And then he just took control in the third quarter, scoring 19 of the Panthers' 23 points in the decisive period. Shuler was hardly alone in his offensive explosion. The 74 points, a season high. Their first time going over 70 points this year, and their first time going over 60 since January 2nd in the Central Indiana Holiday Classic. Also for Elwood, Blaze Jones, Braden Etchison, and Connor Wooten scored 8 points apiece. Corbin Level scored 6, and Ethan Cassis finished with 4. Etchison got the Panthers off to a good start, scoring all 8 of his points in the first half, while Level and Wooten came up big in the fourth quarter, Level with 6 points, Wooten with 5. With 8 wins, Elwood has equaled their best season under VanSkyock and have some more winnable games coming up. On Friday night, it's 5-11 Blue River Valley, a team that's actually quite a bit better than its 5-11 record. Got its best player back recently, and they're 4-2 since then. Then on Saturday, it is 9-10 Providence Cristo Rey. 9-10 is a pretty good record, but the Wolves went 19-8 last year. One of their losses was by 13 points to Elwood. Both games are scheduled for 7:30. The game Friday night is in John Ward Gymnasium. Just 4 games at home left in the regular season. Need to get out and see these Panthers, who have a chance to reach double-digit wins for the first time in 12 years. Saturday's game is back in Indianapolis, where the Panthers won on Thursday night. They are now 2-0 in Indy this season. Please stay tuned for Elwood boys basketball head coach Ryan VanSkyock. Coach, it has to be really nice to get that win tonight.
Yeah, I mean we we definitely struggled, but I felt like Brice Shuler, even at halftime when we were down, he just basically put everybody on the back, and so we're not going to lose this game. And he just had a determination that he's going to do whatever he can for us not to lose. So credit to that kid. I mean, he had an outstanding game.
But that's exactly
Played
what you
really.
asked of him yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those kids that we need to step up and score the basketball for us, and he's done a much better job of it. And he was just really aggressive tonight, getting in the hole, and just did a fantastic job. So credit to him and credit to the other kids that fought and battled through. And when things were rough and we battled a little adversity, we didn't give up or we didn't pout, and we continued to keep fighting. And I'm grateful that we came out with a win.
Is 34 points the most a player scored under you at Elwood?
I'll have to look. Jaden Reese was up there my first year. He had a unbelievable game against Clinton Central, and he might have been 32, 34. I have to go back.
Really nice performance from Brice, but it was alone, coach. Was it a concerted effort to increase the scoring, or was it just something that happened organically?
Yeah, I mean, we started we started a different lineup tonight. We felt like we needed to send a message to our starters of like, if you don't give us 100% effort,
No.
do give us that effort, and we're going to play them. So those kids battled and a rough start.
All right. Well, coach was on the bus on the way back, so got cut off a little there. But if you don't mind, continue talking a little bit about Bryce's night and how the offense evolved the way it did tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we got down early and we felt like we needed to press a little bit. So we got Brice is really good of getting some deflections still. So we got out, got some deflections, got running a little bit, and got some scores. So uh, I would say probably 95% of Bryce's scoring was at the rim. I mean, he just got to the rim all night. He had a few jumpers off the 34, but most of it was just driving, getting the hole.
Well, making those
Again,
shots has been something you guys have struggled with all year. So getting to the
yeah,
basket's one thing, making them is another.
most definitely. I mean, you look back at Hamilton a couple weeks ago, we missed 52 shots, and most of those were around the rim. So it was great for our kids, I think, to see the ball going in the hole a little bit. And it was a collective team group effort. I thought all 15 of the guys that we dressed brought energy, just brought something that we haven't seen out of our kids in the last couple of weeks. So it was a good sight to see. They're going to be a little sore tomorrow, quick turnaround, but we're going to see what we're made out of.
Yes, you are for sure. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. Who else played for you, coach?
Um, I thought Braden Etchison did a really good job. He got in a lot of foul trouble, so it was hit and miss. But when he came in, he gave us great minutes. Connor Wooten again played really good defensively. Had 8 points, had some baskets around. He probably should have had 20. But we're going to continue to just try to feed him the basketball, and we have total confidence in him hitting. So I thought he did a really good job. Then Blaze Jones struggled early, but he had a few really key steals, layups late for us in the game that really turned things around for us.
Looks like you really like Indianapolis. 2-0 there this year.
Yeah, we're going back there Saturday
That's
again.
right.
So
Looking for 3-0 in Indy. You're gonna own that town, coach.
I'm going to own it, man. That's a big weekend for us. I mean, two winnable games and chance for us to be 500 going into next week, the last week of our season. So
A lot to play
uh,
for.
every game matters to us, and we're still trying to get that goal of having a winning season. And we gotta definitely have these two wins the next two nights.
But it won't be easy because you played on Tuesday. You played
Yep.
tonight on Thursday. You play Friday, you play Saturday. NBA teams don't do that very often, Coach. Going to be tough.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, when we look back on it when I was building the schedule, I thought this was going to be one of the deeper teams we had, and then we lost our two guards, and now we're post heavy, and we don't have very many guards. So we played Noah Capshaw today, who's a freshman, and Nolan Robinson, who's a sophomore, and they came in and gave us really good minutes at the guard position. But when we're looking back on it, we felt like we had 12, 13 kids that we could have played. And unfortunately, things happen, and that's part of it. But we're going to treat tomorrow. I told the kids, you're going to treat tomorrow like you're in a sectional.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, maybe bad weather. You have to play on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday to win you a sectional. So for us, it's kind of that win or go home mentality is how we got to treat it tomorrow if we want to come out and get a victory.
The other issue, Coach, is not a lot of time to scout. I'm sure you've had time through the years, and it's probably a little easier now in these days to scout teams. But quick turnaround, and Blue River's a team playing well.
Yeah, I give a credit to a lot of my staff. When I looked at the schedule in February, it's just brutal. So we divided up and conquered for sure. So our coaches stepped up, and each one of them had a scouting report. They've done a tremendous job of putting reports together for our kids, and we've been able to give them to them right away and talk about things. One thing we wish we had more time on the court, but our coaches have been really detailed of the reports they've given our kids to give them the best chance to win. So I truly believe I have one of the best staffs in the state, and definitely none of this is possible without them.
So, what did they learn about Blue River Valley?
Well, Blue River has a really good player, and then they have a couple really good guards. The good player just came back from suspension, so he's only been back 4 or 5 games. They're on a
Oh,
3-game winning streak, so you can see the type of player he is. I mean, they're starting to win some really good games right now. So we got to do a great job of getting them stopped. They're going to take a lot of quick shots, and they're going to take a lot of them. They want to play up tempo, and we just got to do a really good job of playing basketball our way, playing fundamentally sound, and playing smart. And we feel like if we can do that for 32 minutes, we feel like we can win that basketball game.
be nice to be back at home.
Yep, we don't have much more. We have all 3 next week are at home, so that's going to be nice. So we got 4 home games left. We haven't been able to play on a Friday night for a while, so it's going to be good to have our home crowd. And we tend to shoot the basketball a lot better at home. So I know our kids are looking forward to it. With having a lot of seniors that we do, I mean, we keep telling them not very many opportunities left, so they got to be ready to play.
Coach VanSkyock, thanks as always, and we will talk to you on Friday night.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate all you do and appreciate all your coverage for all the kids in Madison County. It's awesome to have somebody like you that covers our kids.
Well, thank you so much. That means a lot, and also I love doing it, so appreciate it. Very kind words from Coach VanSkyock. He and Coach Brobston over at Frankton and Blackford head coach Aaron Daniels, they have been invaluable to the Central Indiana Sports Report, supportive all the way. Can't thank them enough, and thank you for listening. We'll be back on Friday with a reaction to the Blue River Valley game. Please join us. Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media, and I love Susie.